Hi. In these card readings, I focus on connections and relationships because they are so important in showing us who we are and helping us to grow. In these readings, you can expect me to speak truth in kindness, as this is how we get to self understanding. Show your support with a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can find more info and links to help you on your journey in the description box once the live stream ends. All right, so welcome to Self Discovery Support. All right, so today we have a collective reading, and I shuffled, pulled your cards, and yeah, reflected on what the message was, what the story was, and I was asking about the story of someone in the collective. So definitely this is going to be the story of some of you who are watching this video. You may find that you are one of the people that appear in this story. Okay, so let's see. We're also using the change tarot today. All right, so I saw this today as there's a guy. I think this is a story of a guy in the collective. Um, yeah, I think each time I do these collective readings, I'm gonna like clearly ask for who it is. And today it felt like this is a story of a guy in the collective who is, or maybe it's a guy some of you are like attached to, but it's very clear that what he wants is some kind of new start in life. Um, he's very attracted to someone here. Actually, someone out there is what it came across as, and he's in a current situation that he's tempted to leave. So that's where we start. This guy is being tempted to leave his current long-term committed situation. And that's who we have here. So the truth is that this guy thinks he wants to act on some kind of like higher calling or motivation towards another situation here. And he sees this other person as his true partner. We did have Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands, right? And there was the Lovers at some point. This is like something that this person is being called to. Now, what is the issue for this guy in the collective? It feels like he has a child from this union that he's in, this relationship that he's currently in. And it's like he knows that leaving will cause various issues, right? You can see it with the tower here. He knows that to leave this situation and go to this other person, this other situation he's being called to, is gonna definitely disrupt this like either girlfriend or wife and child type of dynamic that he's in. So like that's his struggle, right? Between wanting to go after his desires and also to honor his commitments. The other thing, there was a Queen of Swords that came up, and it's like he knows that this other person, right, comes up as Queen of Wands, and there was a Queen of Swords as well. That, yes, there it is. She's not gonna accept like this imbalance of him juggling between this like main family and him with her. So this he's in a kind of a bind because it's like, what do? You have something you committed to. You also have like further commitment because you have a child. And this could be a young child because it's the Page of Cups. Um, and then you have this person that you've like loved for a long time, or maybe from the past, with this Six of Cups here, that he's kind of like really feeling like a draw to, or a magnetism, feeling like a real attraction to this like other person. Um, and it's like, the truth is for him is like she's like the partner. This Queen of Swords, this Queen of Wands, the other person, she's like the partner that he should have been with if he had chosen from his higher calling, right? Because that's why he's having the higher calling again. Like always, it's gonna be there because it's like a higher choice. I hate saying higher choice, but it's like the person that there's a stronger soul connection with is this other person. But he had already chosen, well, he chose this situation and, started a family. And so it's like he was supposed to choose this other person before, but he didn't. And so it's like he knows that being with her, this other Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands person, would have been some kind of self sacrifice, or it would have needed that. It would have been a more difficult choice because, like, who wants to change, right? Who wants to grow? Not many of us, like, when you're given a choice, like, here's your person that you want to be with, but you're gonna have to change a lot about yourself. Like, who's gonna like choose that easily? Not many of us, but it feels like that what he knows that that was what it would have required, is for him to either change his beliefs about something here, or change something about himself, or make some kind of personal sacrifice, give something up. It feels like it could even be like, I have to move job and country. I'd have to give up some kind of habit, that type of thing. So no, this guy that we're talking about in this reading is like, he has his wife or committed girlfriend right here, and he's raising their child together with her, and he can't really rightfully move on because he's not free, right? And even though he wants to pursue his dreams, he can't really. And the thing that came up is that, like, he is like, this card, the Emperor, came up sideways. And it kind of feels like he's like, okay, his fear is that he's gonna be a bad father, right? He's gonna be a bad dad to his child, which is like, yeah, that's a legitimate concern. And when we talk about like the actions that this person wants to take, it's like the hangman. So it's somebody who doesn't know what action to actually, what do they want to do, and they need to spend like a long time considering this, because of course you have a family at stake, and you have this like your life's dream type of thing. And it's like, with that choice, what would you choose, and what is like the responsible thing, what's the right thing to do? So yeah, this person is like thinking through all these things. If I moved on from this family situation, what would I do? So, but this hangman is like somebody really trying to search for the enlightened reason behind things. um I kind of think that is like, it's the lessons of life, really, where you can't have it all, and you make choices, and you can't be a good dad, a good husband, and a good lover and partner to another person at the same time. um it's like, just the act of juggling is gonna create new karmas, and it's just you acting from the surface. And I think the thing that this reading is showing us is that, like, sometimes life is about honoring the choices that we make and acting with integrity and maturity. And that could be this guy's like lesson. Um, Now, when I pull the advice cards, which is it's a star in reverse and the Three of Wands and the Chariot in reverse, right? A lot of like reversals, but it feels like it's for a very clear reason. And it feels like the advice here is about holding off on pursuing this dream. You can still have the dream. If you relate to this, if you feel like this is your reading, um, I'm going to talk directly to you, but you can still have that dream, but also don't be impulsive. So you might need to wait until it's like the right time to um, to kind of like act from a more just place. Justice came out in the deck, and I know that there was like a concern of like what's the right thing to do, and what's coming out is like just let this situation progress. If you have a young child, you might need to like stay in the home or stay with that child for a bit, stay with the partner that you chose for a bit until things are settled, until you have a chance to like work out how things would be in a fair way. And I don't mean, some people stay in a home and they're just like the most miserable person. They're always arguing. That's not what I mean. And I don't think that's what this means. This is about like waiting until your ships come in. This is about holding off on the dream until your ships come in. That's like until it's the right time. So you can still hold on to that dream. And I know I can see here that whoever this guy is, this could be somebody that you guys are attached to as well. You could be the committed partner, or you could be the other person here that they love. But it's like it felt like you wanted to act. This guy wanted to act on like that attraction, that draw. But this lesson for him, like choosing the other situation, the committed partner, seemed like it was going to teach him a lesson of like maturity in your choices. So like once you make a choice and you commit to something, and people, you can't just like get up and leave it because of like a whim. You now have to plan or organize your way out of something else, right? So yeah, it's about like creating fairness. And the lesson here might be holding on to that passion and fire, right? Because this is the fire that he's feeling for the other woman, the other person. Let me not say other woman, because it's not like an affair partner. It's just like it's how you would say like the love of your life type of thing. And just let that mature, because it's like when you get the chance to act on it, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be You're going to value it more. It's not going to be an impulsive whim. And yeah, it's like just accepting things until it's the right time. So, that's what we have here. I'm going to give you the zodiac sign soon, but also channeled this when I was doing this reading, pulling the cards, this song came through very strongly. It's a Jamaican song from the 90s, and it's like I guess it's what they would call lovers rock, and it's the singer is Benji Myers. I'm telling you all this because I want you to look it up if you have a chance and just listen to it. It's a very nice song. But it's called Time. So it's about this, like, I think the lyric says time can move mountains. um and it's like this guy is like saying it's a long time he's wanted to be with this person, but like she doesn't really she's saying, what are we gonna do? And so his answer is like, just leave it to time, because time can move mountains. And I thought that was like really nice to really like put the message through for this, or the message for you if you're involved in a situation like this. That song definitely has something there for you as well. Now let's get the zodiac signs. I'm gonna do, okay, where's my little charm bag? All right, so if you relate to this story, one of the three people that's here, actually there's more. There's like a child. Um, the other thing that came through, I'm about to wrap this up, but like more is coming. It feels like this guy wanted to have a family with his love of his life type of person, but he has a child with this committed partner, and it's like that's also a tension. All right, I thought I needed to say that. All right, but let's get the charms. Okay, who's here in this reading? Who's this for? Capricorn. There could be a Capricorn involved, a Cancer, could also be a Leo, could also be Aquarius, could also be Pisces, and one more, Gemini. Yeah, I have to say, in the readings that I've been doing lately, Pisces, Leo, and Gemini and Aquarius have been coming out so many times. It's a wonder Virgo didn't come out, because Virgo and Scorpio are always in here as well. But seems very specific. So this could be the signs that are in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node of the person or the people that you're dealing with. If you don't know where those placements are, look up your free birth chart online, and you're gonna get some answers. All right, so that was the reading for today. If it resonated, please give a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'd love to see you in another one. Take care, have a good day.